What can you find a nice rental for in Chiang Mai today?
You can literally find something there, like a studio apartment for like 200 bucks,
Yeah, it's
in
crazy.
the main city. But if you want something a bit nicer with a balcony and I don't know, like around 46 square meters, I think I paid 10,000 baht, which is around
Yeah,
$350, I think.
yeah. Did you have a
Um,
gym or anything or a pool?
I had a gym, I had a pool, I had a beautiful view of the mountains. Like it was one of my favorite places.
That's in
I don't
Chiang
think
Mai.
yes, that was in Chiang Mai. And then it fluctuates. It goes up higher depending on where you're at, but it's still a lot cheaper than Bangkok. But that being said, Bangkok is still way cheaper than New York.
Yeah.
So I'm currently living in a place, I think it's around 46 square meters, and it's about $550.
Hi, can Ernest and I ask you a favor? If you find our content helpful, please hit that subscribe and like button. It truly helps us grow and it makes Ernest happy. Today we're heading over to the beautiful country of Thailand with my new friend Nami Bates. Nami, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for having me on. Nice to be here.
Well, thanks for being here. I mean, I saw a video that you did and I was so impressed with you and so impressed with your story. We both spent time in you're from New York. I spent a lot of time in New York City, but now you live in Thailand. Let's first start off by just a little bit of backstory about how that happened, and how, tell everybody where you're from and how you got to Thailand, how you're living in Thailand now.
Yeah. Well, I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York. I was born in Brooklyn, lived there probably till I was a couple years old. And then our family moved upstate New York. So I was around like Woodstock area, Bearsville, Rochester kind of region in upstate New York. And my dad would always take us outside the country at least once a year just to kind of give us a broader perspective of the world, which was a really great experience. And then during a more difficult period of my life, my parents divorced, and me, my dad, my brother kind of made the decision to move to Thailand. Long story short,
Yeah.
basically at a certain point when I was about 15 years old, and then we stayed there. Yeah, and then it was about like 12, I stayed there for 12 years before coming back to America the first time. I've only been back twice since I've been away.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is there a reason for that?
Well, the first 12 years is mainly because the whole court stuff I shared with you
Okay.
earlier.
Yeah.
But also, I don't know, I just living in upstate New York for me was not always the easiest. It's pretty conservative. There's like a lot of racism as well. And my
Hmm.
dad experienced certain things. Me and my mom also experienced certain things, my brother as well. So Thailand just felt safer and
Yeah.
it was more relaxing. It was more welcoming, less expensive. Um, yeah, so it's like, what was there not to want to stay in Thailand long
Yeah.
term for, you know?
So
But yeah.
you first went there on a trip with your dad. Did your dad do travel before, you came along? I mean, was he a guy that did things overseas or
Um, n- a little bit, a little
okay.
bit. Yeah, yeah. No, I think he's been to Europe. Actually, when I think back on what he's done, he's been to Europe before. I was born, and yeah, he did some traveling. He did some traveling.
Okay. So he had a taste of it and he knew how important that was for him and he wanted to share that experience with you.
Yeah,
And that
yeah.
experience actually worked because soon as you hit Thailand at 13, you were hooked.
Yeah, yeah. It was perfect timing to be there to make a decision to just like, this is where we need to be. We don't need
Yeah.
to be back where everything's tumultuous. Let's be here.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then your parents got divorced, your dad and you and is your brother as well moved to Thailand?
Yeah, the three
Okay.
of us to Thailand.
Okay. So yeah, sorry to hear that you had to go through that. That had to be trying. But okay, so you move out to Thailand. You've been there for how many years now?
In total, I guess it's been about 18 years, I think, in total.
Okay. Not sure which country is the best fit for your move abroad? The Ideal Destination Finder takes the guesswork out of the process. It's a customized 22-question assessment that reveals your top 3 destinations based on your lifestyle, priorities, and budget. Instead of spending months researching and second guessing, you'll get a clear, personalized shortlist to guide your next step abroad. And it could save you thousands by avoiding the wrong move. You can get started now at adventurefreaks.com. Just scroll down a little bit and you'll see the Ideal Destination Finder on the left. Just click it and start the assessment. I also put the link in the description, or you can click the QR code above. Now let's get back to the video. And did
Yeah,
you go to, so you went to school in Thailand?
yeah,
What was
yeah, I
that like,
did.
and where did you go to school at?
I went to school. So we lived mostly in Chiang Mai well, I lived in Chiang Mai the majority of the time I've been in Thailand.
Okay.
Um, I think I've only spent 3 years in total in Bangkok, and it's been kind of like back and forth, not long term.
Hmm.
But yeah, Chiang Mai International School, it was interesting. It was
Yeah.
interesting. Very international, which was great. Um, but it's this place called American Pacific International School. It was half boarding school, half day school.
Okay.
I think just sometimes the international schools need to hire teachers and they don't always vet them properly. So there's all kinds of stuff that was always happening there, but it was still good. Still
Okay.
kind of fun. Yeah.
Yeah. So the international teachers, especially American International, they typically hire all American teachers, correct? Or were some from?
Yes. So it was all the foreign teachers were American, well, and then
Mhm.
some were British, and then the rest were
Okay.
like Thai, who would like teach Thai or something. Yeah.
Okay. So you were living in Chiang Mai,
I was living in Chiang Mai
but
mostly,
now,
yeah.
but now you moved to the big city.
The big city, yeah.
So
Bangkok.
what do you like better? What's better, Bangkok or Chiang Mai?
That depends on what you like. It depends on where you're at. I feel like this is something that people in Chiang Mai have a tendency to say is that people move to Chiang Mai when they're a bit lost in healing. A lot of people who relocate there, and that was definitely kind of where we were at when we moved there,
Yeah.
unknowing to us. That's kind of a theme. But it's also just it's kind of small, so the community is a bit small, but it has nature, it has everything you need. It's city area, and you can connect with people. And I love it, but it does get small a bit fast. And being there for 15 or so years,
Hmm.
I outgrew it. But I don't have any issues with Chiang Mai. Chiang Mai is beautiful, got
Yeah.
mountains, and it's
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Well, it's blowing up.
Um,
There's a lot of expats that love living out there.
yes, I would recommend it, honestly. I love Chiang Mai. Yeah.
Yeah. So you've been there now for how many years?
18 in total,
18. And you've been back to the US 2 times?
a few times. Yeah.
When was the last time?
The last time was 2.5 years ago, I think.
2.5. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you think back of living in the US and then your most recent visit, what do
Mm.
you notice is the biggest differences between living in Thailand and living in America? What just stands out for you?
I think there's not to like poo on America or anything like that at
Right.
all, but
Yeah.
there is this kind of warmth that I feel in Thailand compared to America. There's this safety, like my nervous system feels like it relaxes here. When I go to the States and I get off the plane, there's almost like this slight in the energy, in the feel. It might also
Yeah.
just be because of New York. Um, Safety, also the cost of living, just groceries. I was shocked to find that my friend pays $100 for groceries in one day. And he's like, oh, that's cheap.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Thailand, like that's a week's worth of groceries, you
Sure.
know.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
And
it's
then
an
also,
energy. You notice the energy shift.
yeah,
Do you go up to where you upstate New York or do you stay in the city when you go back?
I am kind of in the suburbs. So like when I go back, I always stay with like my closest friend. And that's where is that? Hempstead? I don't know
Okay.
what area that is exactly. It was like an hour drive away from like the big city.
Yeah.
So
Okay. So
yeah, right
you're
now.
close by, so that's where you stay. And you just okay. Yeah, New York City has a definitely a different energy. I remember moving out of New York and then always going back, and immediately that rush, that anxiety would just kick in. And it's almost like a protective aspect of living there.
Yeah,
It's like a survival thing. You need that
yeah,
energy and that anxiety to
yeah.
just, be ready.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's
true.
it's an energy that you got to be ready because people come at you, man, at a different level than they do everywhere else.
They do. There's a vibe to it. There's something kind of charming about that because like New York has this just very specific New York vibe,
It
but
does,
in
yeah.
terms of like long-term living, I feel like that can wear on people. So
Yes, it
yeah,
is because it is an anxiety that most people are unconscious about. They're not even aware that they're tense
yeah,
and they're
exactly.
ramped up. And it is, to me, it always felt like survival. It's a natural thing. And then when I moved out, I'd go back 6 months later and it'd kick right back in. I'm like, oh wow,
Yeah,
I'd be able to observe it and go, wow, this
yeah.
is amazing. And it's still in me. Now, when I go back, it doesn't kick in anymore. I've been out of New York City long enough where I'm
Mhm.
pretty chill, even when I'm there now. It's very different. But yeah, it gets into your system and then it's an intensity. It definitely is an intensity.
True.
All right.
Yeah.
And Nami, tell us what you do for work out there and where people that are watching can find you.
Sure, yeah. So again, I do quantum energy healing and hypnotherapy to help people basically heal themselves, whether it's like emotional or even physical body issues. You can heal with those kinds of things. I did it myself. But yeah, I'm on Instagram and TikTok. I think both at Nami Bates Healing. Yeah,
Nami,
so you
oh,
can find me there.
Nami Bates Healing. Okay, and we'll
Yeah.
put the link in the description below for people to find you. Okay, great. All right, so let's kick this off. Okay, so Nami, everybody that goes to Bangkok, they need a visa. Tell us what
Mhm.
kind of visa you're on or whatever you can share about that.
Yes. Well, if you want to live here long term, you need a visa. But if you're just coming for a tourist visa, you get 3 months without, well, 2 months without needing a visa. But I'm on the DTV visa. It's like a 5 year long visa. They have different sections for it. So you can apply for a DT visa if you have like a reoccurring health thing or like an appointment with the hospital that's reoccurring. You can apply that way. There's also visas called like the soft power DTV visas, which is actually what I'm on. There's Muay Thai and then there's cooking classes. It's just a lot easier to apply and go through the process. And then
Hmm.
there's like the digital nomad DTV visa where you put in your business stuff and your tax stuff and all that kind of stuff, and then you can work here with your business. But either way, actually, you can kind of work here on the DTV visa, just not for a company in Thailand.
All right, and so you are going back and forth from Chiang Mai to Bangkok. So you need a place to live. For the viewers that are thinking of moving to Thailand, two amazing choices. Living in Bangkok with all the amenities it offers, or Chiang Mai is terrific. What's cheaper to get a
Chiang Mai,
rental?
Chiang Mai, for
Chiang
sure.
Mai.
Chiang Mai is definitely cheaper.
So you can
Yeah.
find what can you find a nice rental for in Chiang Mai today?
You can literally find something there, like a studio apartment for like $200
Yeah, it's
in
crazy.
the main city. But if you want something a bit nicer with a balcony and I don't know, like around 46 square meters, I think I paid 10,000 baht, which is around
Yeah,
$350, I think.
yeah. Did you have a
Um,
gym or anything or a pool?
I had a gym, I had a pool, I had a beautiful view of the mountains. Like it was one of my favorite places.
That's in
And
Chiang
I
Mai.
think yes, that was in Chiang Mai. And then it fluctuates. It goes up higher depending on where you're at, but it's still a lot cheaper than Bangkok. But that being said, Bangkok is still way cheaper than New York.
Yeah.
So I'm currently living in a place, I think it's around 46 square meters, and it's about $550. And it's right on the main road, which is like the Sukhumvit Road. I can walk to the BTS station, which is a sky train. It's like a sky subway.
Mhm.
Um, and I have all my conveniences very close by. So
Yeah.
it's really good.
So 400 and some or 40 some square meters, that's for the viewers, that's about 500 square feet that you're living
Correct.
in. An apartment that size that's actually a good size apartment in New York City.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
that's a big apartment in New York City. It's comfortable. So is that a one bedroom that you have?
Yeah, it's a one
Okay.
bedroom, kitchen, bathroom, everything. Yeah.
So you have a one bedroom. Is it close to the center of Bangkok?
Yeah, so it's there's a this area called like the Sukhumvit line. And that's just like the main line that everyone kind of hubs around. It's where everyone works. It's where all the expats kind of live in this area because it's convenient. So yeah, it's like in the center.
Okay. All right. So it's very international, it sounds like.
Yes, it's increasingly international over here, which is great. It
Do
almost
you
feels like you're in New York a little bit.
That's what I miss about New York is everywhere you go, somebody's speaking a different language, and it's
Yeah.
it's an amazing vibe in New York. And I'm guessing I've never been to Bangkok, but
Yeah.
will be there soon. I'm planning a trip, but yeah, it sounds just like an amazing place to live if you like city life and you like being around and immersed in a variety of international people.
Yeah, it's interesting because I think I do favor nature more,
Hmm.
but there's just like an energy in the city. Sometimes you need a little bit of a faster pace. That being said, it's a big city, but they also have these huge parks. There's one called Kitty Park, which I love. Like if you saw the other video that I was in, I always go
Hmm.
there. It's so nice. Feels like you're outside the city. And then there's this other area, which is just like a little 5 minute boat ride across the river to this green area called Bang Kachao, I think.
Hmm.
And you can ride a little bike and you can drive around, right around, get your nature fix, and then
Hmm.
pop up into the city. So it's got
Wow.
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds fantastic. Okay, so then you pay $550 for your one bedroom apartment in Bangkok.
Yeah.
That's like amazing
I know. It's great.
because Bangkok is one of the most exciting cities in the world. It's like a New York City. But
Yeah.
you would pay over $1 million to even buy something like that in New York City.
Yeah.
And the rent would be tremendous. I mean, 5,000 a month in Manhattan.
I know. Yeah, it's insane.
So from 500 to 5,000, it's incredible the difference. It really is.
Yeah.
And you're getting the same kind of experience in an incredible city. Okay. Um, do any of these apartments do they include any amenities like utilities? Does this current apartment at 550 a month have a gym or a pool or any of that?
Yeah. So it has a pool, it has a gym, it also has like a sauna as well. Well, each bathroom has a
Ooh.
sauna in itself. Um, yeah, those would be the amenities, parking, all that kind of stuff, obviously. But yeah.
Hmm. Does it come
Yeah.
with Wi-Fi?
No, they don't include it. You have to install it yourself. But that, like
Okay.
Wi-Fi per month is like $15.
It's $15. So what are
Yeah,
are utilities included like water, electric, or do you pay additionally for that?
we pay additionally for that. And like
Okay.
water per month is around like $2.
$2.
And
Okay.
electricity can fluctuate. My bill last month was around $16, but then before that, it was around 34, $40.
Okay.
Yeah, depends on how much I use the AC.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I'm guessing it gets kind of warm in Bangkok, so you need AC.
Yes,
Okay.
back
And
there. Yeah.
then as far as like groceries, what do you think you average per month paying for groceries in Thailand there?
I mean, it depends on what kind of food you're buying, but if
Yeah.
it's like standard groceries, vegetables, meat, all that kind of stuff that you can get at like a supermarket or something, probably around, I don't know, for myself, $300 a
Okay.
month,
A month.
like
Okay.
$100 a week. Yeah, it's so affordable when I think about it.
Yeah, $300 a month is what you, okay, so that covers you for groceries. Do you eat out very often there?
I don't always eat out, but I order in. There's like the Grab delivery service. It's all like
Yeah.
Uber Eats, but they deliver it. Um, and that's also really cheap. Like if you're wanting to order some Thai food, which is delicious, that can be between $2 to $5, and five's kind of on the higher side for Thai food.
Hmm.
And if it's like Western food, I mean, you could find things here that are comparable to like New York prices, but it would be between like $15 to like 30 or a little less. Well, that's still cheaper than the States for
Yes.
like a good meal, like a good meal. Yeah.
So it sounds like, just based on what you're saying, um, that even people with $1,000 a month can live in Bangkok.
Yeah,
I mean, you could
actually.
find a way to live in Bangkok on
Mhm.
1,000 a month.
Yes, yeah. Like even my neighbor, his rent is 12,000 baht, which is about like that's also like around $400 or a little
Hmm.
less.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
why,
crazy.
why did he get the deal and you didn't?
His landlord. He's probably a harder bargain than I am, but yeah.
All right. So eating out, when you do the grab thing and they deliver to your door, how much do you typically pay for that?
For a grab, like let's say I order some Thai food, that would probably be like $3, $4.
Okay.
Delivery fee is like all that's included. And then there's always like usually at any apartment building here, they'll have like a table where they all like drop off the food and you just pick it up from like the lobby or something like that.
They'll deliver food to you for $4. Do you tip them?
You can tip them. Yeah, I tip them, but they
Yeah.
don't require it. It's optional.
Yeah. What is a
Yeah.
normal tip?
20 baht. That's like $1.50.
Okay. So you're paying
Yeah.
about 550 when somebody delivers a meal to your door.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
for people that are watching, Grab is like Uber Eats here in the
Well, they have,
US.
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
the
they
it's
have everything like grab food, grab travel, or what do you call it? Car service, all that kind of stuff. They have a few things, options, but yeah.
so when you think about it, do you for Grab eating and then going out and having a meal at a restaurant, can you find these meals a Thai dish for $3, $2? Sit down at a local eatery in Bangkok?
Oh yeah, definitely. They're cheaper actually when you go to the restaurant. Like you order from Grab it just for the convenience of it. But
Hmm.
yeah, you can find them for that cheap.
Okay. And I'm guessing you're a Thai food lover. You have to be.
Yes, I love Thai food.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Do they have like I'm guessing they do, but like Vietnamese and Korean and Chinese food all over Bangkok as well?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
Bangkok in terms of food, it's I wouldn't say it's like New York, but kind of in a way where they have everything, almost everything here that you can get from all
Hmm.
different countries. So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. And then let's talk about getting around. So
Mhm.
how did people that live in Bangkok get around? They obviously there's taxis, they have rideshare. Do they have a metro?
Yeah, so they have what they call the MRT, which is the underground one, but then they also have the BTS line, which is the Sky Train. It's above. I always use a Sky Train because it goes along the Sukhumvit line, which is where I live next to, and they're always like extending it and making it longer. So,
Okay.
super convenient. Also, most people, if they're using like a taxi service, they'll use like a motorbike, which is what I use. Like I'll order a motorbike to take me around instead of like a car. It
Hmm.
cuts the price in half. Um,
So
yeah,
you
yeah, go
you
ahead.
rent a motorbike?
Well, like a driver. So like a motorbike driver will pick you up, you sit on the back, and then
Oh,
they'll drive
okay.
you around. Yeah.
Because that's kind of crazy in Bangkok. I hear a lot of people just don't want to get on a motor scooter in Bangkok.
I wouldn't drive myself personally. I drive in Chiang Mai. That's where I will actually rent a bike and drive around in Chiang Mai because it's safer. But like I the way they drive out here is crazy.
Yeah, and there's like I've heard a lot of people get into accidents, even tourists. They get on a scooter and they get into accidents in Thailand.
Yeah, yeah, it's common
It'd be
out
a little
here.
scary. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I trust the Thai people when they drive the bikes, even though some Thai people don't trust the Thai people, but I trust them more than myself on the road. So
Yeah. It's the tourists you got to be worried about.
yeah.
All the tourists. And I think Bangkok is one of it's I've heard it's the one of the top destinations, might be in the top three of the most visited and touristic places in the world.
Oh wow, I didn't even know
Yeah, it's
that.
like
I wouldn't be
one, two,
surprised.
or three, something like that. It's hugely popular. Actually,
Mhm.
Spain is number one in the world, and I think Bangkok is number two. But I could be wrong. Don't quote me on this, people. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But I'm pretty sure Bangkok is up in the top three. Um, so okay, so transportation, getting around, taking the train, how affordable is that? Is there some kind of a pass that you can pay for? monthly pass that reduces the rate or
Not so, well, actually, I don't know, but what I have is a card, like a BTS card, like a Metro card, basically, and then I top it up. So I put in as much as I feel like I need for the month or like the week or whatever, and then I'll use
Mhm.
that. When it runs out, I just top it up again.
Okay.
But to do that, you need to live here. If you don't live here, you just get a card with their little system by itself, just for the destination to where you're going. You put the
Mhm.
card in, and it disappears. You get another one for your way back.
Gotcha. Okay. How much do you think you average per month to get around?
What is 400 baht? Um, like it's like less than $15, to be honest. I can live off of about 400 baht for the month and a little over. And I use it quite a bit. Like it takes like for 7 stations, maybe a little less than 7 stations for me to get from where I'm at to like my favorite park. It's only about 36 baht, like a dollar or something to get over there,
Okay.
you
So
know?
you're spending about $15 a month just to get around the city.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing that
Yeah.
you can pretty much walk to a lot of the places where you're at.
I can walk to the station, but I think walking to the places I like to go, it would probably take like I don't know, 40 minutes to an hour
Oh,
for some of the
wow.
places.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right,
The beaches
gotcha.
come. Yeah.
But do you have like cafes and coffee shops and those kinds of places nearby you?
Yes. Yeah. All over
Okay.
the place, all along
Yeah.
the streets and yeah, some really nice little cafes and things.
Okay, so the next thing is Nami, you're young and you're in one of the most exciting cities in the world. What do you do for fun in Bangkok? What do
What do I do
people
for
do
fun?
for entertainment there?
Oh my gosh. I mean, if you asked me this like a couple of years ago, I'd have a completely different answer. But nowadays, I enjoy going to the park. That's one of the things I do for fun, or taking a bike ride in that green area called the Green Lung. But I also go to like some wellness stuff. So there's
Okay.
like ecstatic dances, which is like another way to connect with people without alcohol and stuff involved. Um, there's also this thing I'm interested in. I haven't gone yet, but it's called like a coffee party or something like that. It's like a morning rave kind of thing, or like morning clubbing, but you drink coffee
Yeah.
instead of drinking. They have those all over the place. There's also like running clubs that people get together and do stuff.
Are you a
But
runner? No.
used to be.
But you're an ecstatic dancer.
I'm an ecstatic dancer. Yeah.
What is that? What is
It's
that? And how
basically, to be honest, like the only reason I do ecstatic dance is because I used to love dancing at clubs before my healing journey. And just dancing was like a way of expression. So ecstatic dance is basically that. There is some kind of theme to it, but basically you just kind of move your body in the way you want to, almost like when you were a kid and you didn't care, just to release energy for a lot of people. But for me, it's
yeah.
basically like workout. I
Yeah.
sweat a lot. So that's why I use it. Workout, release some energy, connect with people.
Yeah, well, it sounds very therapeutic because once you say,
Yes.
because what you're describing is, get beyond the self-consciousness, just let go and move your body like you did as a child because we never worried when we were kids about what other
Yeah.
people thought. And getting and diving into something like that can be very healing, it sounds like.
Yeah, there was one recently, about a couple days ago, and there was a guy there who's never been before. He was popping through to see what it was about, and he found it very therapeutic. He's like, I didn't even know what this was. I'm not really into this spiritual stuff, but like this felt so good. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Anytime you can get beyond you in any
Yes.
kind of experience, it's tremendously therapeutic, and people can have
Yeah.
breakthroughs in that. You
Very
know,
liberating. Yeah.
it's liberating for sure. Well, that's cool. So it sounds like a lot of the stuff that you're describing are very earthy, outdoor types activities that are healthy and don't cost much, if anything at all.
Yeah, that's true. The ecstatic dance things, they have their events and stuff like that. So like it's about, I don't know, maybe a little less than $15 to go to some of those. But also just for like relaxation, I guess I can say I do this for fun. There's onsens out here. Do you know onsens?
Mm-mm.
So it's like in Japan they have onsens, which is like a bathhouse where you can have like hot water and different kinds of minerals in the water and you just soak and relax. You can get a massage over there. And it's a very specific to Japan and other parts of Asia. And they
It's a
have them.
spa. It sounds like a
It's like
spa.
It's like a spa, but Japanese style,
Yeah.
basically.
So you
Yeah.
can do that for a day? You can go to or do you do it for a couple hours or
I do it for a couple hours, otherwise I might pass out in there, but it's only about like the 650 baht. This is how long I've been out of the States. I have to like convert Thai baht into dollars.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
It's like a little less than 20 bucks, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah, for the whole day. You can stay there. It's so relaxing.
And they're called what again?
Onsen.
Wow. Okay. That's great. I've never heard that before.
Yeah, it's like a
That's very
bathhouse,
cool.
basically. What they call it, a bathhouse.
If I
Yeah.
can go soak and get a massage, I'd probably just never leave.
Yeah,
I'd be like, can
pretty much.
can I sleep here, please? Is it possible?
They actually have restrooms, not restrooms, but like rooms where you can rest and relax in like a
Oh,
kimono
wow.
and just like sleep there. Super relaxing.
Yeah, they probably have to do the sweeps at night and go, you guys got to leave now. You've been
Yeah.
here we got to get you out. It's time to go. We're closing. And be, no, no. Um, all right. Do they have I'm guessing, they have museums, galleries, but I'm guessing there's probably professional dance troupes and theater there as well. Have you experienced any of that?
I haven't experienced any of it, but I have been wanting to. I wouldn't be the best person to ask with that. I don't remember actually the names of the locations and things, but
Yeah.
there are some things I do want to see. They also have like a big aquarium here. They have a planetarium as well here that I wanted to go to, and some like big orchestra
Hmm.
performances, things.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, they do have all of that.
Hmm. And being a person that's living in Bangkok, what do you think that the most exciting thing is about living there for you is? What's the most fun thing to do?
Oh, it's the most fun thing for me to do. It might sound weird, but like I enjoy people watching, not just like stare at people and be creepy, but like just there's so many different kinds of people. And also compared to Chiang Mai, I like a bit of fashion. I like dressing up here and there sometimes, and it's fun. But in Chiang Mai, that wasn't really a thing. People would look at you kind of funny if you're wearing anything that looks more than like pajamas.
Yeah.
But in Bangkok, people dress up, so it's fun to see all the different kinds of people.
Hmm.
Um, I enjoy that. And then also sometimes I do go out at night to like jazz bars or things, something like that, where it feels like a little hole in the wall or like what is
Hmm.
it called? Like speakeasy.
Yeah.
There's speakeasies here.
Oh,
I
wow.
don't drink, so I'll get like a little mocktail, but then you can find some jazz music by an American jazz artist, and it just feels like a weird little taste of home, you
Hmm.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah, in a weird way.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, that's one of the best answers because I'm the same way. I just love walking around and bumping into different people, watching, bumping in. Sometimes conversations strike up, sometimes they don't, but it's
Yeah.
interesting to meet people and get in from various different places in the world and get a perspective from them or just start talking and connect.
It's so true. Yeah, it is nice. Yeah.
Well, the one thing that everybody is always curious about, the viewers, is the healthcare. And that's one of the biggest things when people move overseas, especially from the United States, what they're concerned about. Do
Hmm.
they have a quality healthcare? Is it affordable? How do you access it if you know any of that? Or maybe some people just pay out of pocket because it's so much cheaper than it is in the US. And that's what they do. What can you share about the healthcare and your experience with that?
Yeah, for myself, I pay out of pocket. I have my own different kind of perspective on healing the body, which is why I don't actually have healthcare. But it's very affordable. And I know actually quite a few people from the States will travel to Thailand to like Bangkok to these specific hospitals to get support for whatever issues that they have. And they feel like they're taken care of a lot more there. And it's a lot cheaper. I can't say specifically the rates, but
Hmm.
in terms of myself, when I have broken a bone in the past, when I went to get that sorted out, it only like for the crutches, for them to wrap it and do everything was like around $300. It was like 9,000 baht or 8,000 baht. And then also I had an MRI because I had a whole slew of health issues in the past. Where I thought I had something going on with my brain, but like the MRI itself only was about 300 bucks as
Okay.
well.
Wow.
Um, yeah. And also when you visit, like if you just go for a checkup, that's really affordable. 30 bucks,
Hmm.
unless they give you a bunch of pills, which sometimes they try to do, but you could also just refuse it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
guessing that you definitely refuse it.
I mean, at the time before when I was still, kind of into the health industry in that way, I would take the pills and stuff like that, but never really did much for me personally.
Yeah. Well, you
But
sound
now,
like a
yeah,
kind of a natural healing type of a person,
yeah.
where if there's a path to heal naturally, that's the path you're going to choose.
Yeah, it mainly comes from my experience with the health industry and not actually helping with certain chronic health issues that I had that I sorted out by myself outside of
Yeah.
it. So, yeah.
So I got to ask you because everybody's going to be wondering. You said you broke a bone and you had to get a cast. First, did you have to spend the night overnight in the hospital or no?
No,
You
you just
didn't.
go in, they wrap you up, give you the crutches, and then you leave.
So how did you break a bone?
Oh my gosh, it's ridiculous. This was in university. So I did university 2 years in Bangkok, actually, at this university called Assumption ABAC. Really kind of nice, prestigious little university, kind of crazy on the inside though. Anyway, I went ice skating for the first time with a friend, and I don't know why anyone would go ice skating in Bangkok where it's so hot, but I was sliding around. This little girl who was professional at ice skating just zooms right in front of me, and I like slip, and then my ankle went like this,
Ah,
and it broke. I could feel that like numb, loose, dangly feeling.
yeah.
And yeah, I was screaming cuss words all over the place. They had like pick
Wow.
me up and like ice skate me off. Yeah, it took 6 weeks to heal.
Jeez, what an experience. I mean, to go out and have a good time and do something you've never experienced before. You're touching on your roots of upstate New York where it's cold and icy. You know, that was probably the pull. You get there and you break your ankle. So was that I mean, that had to be very, very painful. Um, I mean, how long ago was that?
That was ages ago. When was I in university? I was probably 23, 24, 23,
So
maybe.
what, last year?
Stop. Must have been about 10 years ago now. Oh my gosh, it's so long ago. But yeah.
Okay. So, all right. So it sounds like you're paying out of pocket.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. Because you're not big into the healthcare stuff. You do the healing yourself.
Yeah.
But do you have a dentist? And what do you pay out of pocket for the dental care as well? And then how much would like a cleaning cost or
Great. So I don't have my own specific dentist. There's like clinics. I think it's like age is big on clinics. You don't always have like one prescribed dentist unless you choose that specifically. But oh gosh, when was the last time I had a dental appointment? It was a couple months ago. Um, how much did that cost? For a cleaning, it was around 6,000 baht and to fill some cavities that I had. So I think
okay.
in total it was like about 200 bucks to fill a few cavities and clean my teeth.
Uh-oh. You had cavities. That's not
I
good.
had cavities.
You gotta
Yeah, no, I know.
floss. Nami, you have to
I
floss.
do floss,
You can't
okay? I
just
have
brush. You gotta,
fine.
now I'm like having the conversation with you like I have with my son. You gotta floss too.
I ain't that young. But
Yeah.
actually, my dentist ages ago when I was a kid in America, he said, actually, the reason why you get so many cavities, kid, is because you have really fine grooves in between your teeth, and the toothbrush actually can't get in them. I'm like, are you just
Int
saying that to make me feel better, or
yeah.
that's what he said.
Yeah. Everybody's different. You know, everybody's different. Everybody has a different set of gums and teeth for sure. I,
So,
I've had very few cavities, and it's like my mother. I mean, she has these, and we've always been told we got really strong, I guess, rooted teeth,
nice.
which, I guess it's difficult to get a cavity. So good for
That's
me. But
convenient. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, it's convenient. Okay, so I've asked everything. Um, is there is there anything else you can think of that we didn't discuss that could be helpful for the viewers that are considering living or moving to Thailand?
Yeah. I think I think it's important, like if someone is considering moving, it's important to be completely open-minded about the experience and also like integrating into the culture a bit, learning a bit of Thai if you can, understanding the culture a little bit, and not bringing your baggage with you. Because I feel like a lot of people will bring their baggage with them and they'll lose the appreciation that they could have for the place. And then when they go back home, they realize how great Thailand actually was. They're like, wait a second. So I think it helps to be open and respectful, and not everything is going to be the same over here. Things are can be kind of disorganized here. Like you go to the grocery store, one day the rice is in one section, the other day it's in another section. The traffic can be crazy out here. But if you let it, it can be one of the most healing, wonderful experiences that you could ever have, especially like relocating and living here. Yeah.
Well said. Well, Nami Bates, thank you so much for taking the time to share all this information about yourself and your life and the beautiful country of Thailand. I truly appreciate it.
Well, thanks for having me. This was a lot of fun.